Okay, just a second, please. I'm not sure if we are on live now. It normally takes a couple of seconds. Yeah, we are on live now. Hello, guys. Good evening. I hope you are doing pretty great. I am delighted because you are here with me in order to practice English. Here in the community, it is unbelievable. We just use the English and knowledge that we currently have. We don't have an English teacher here. I am not an English teacher. I work in a really different field. However, we are here among friends in order to hone or improve our English skills. And that's it, how it works. So today we are gonna tackle a specific topic that is starting from scratch. It's an interesting topic, in my opinion. And that's it about today's topic and about our conversation. So let's move on to the question number one. I want to start with you, Fer. Could you please read the first one and answer it?
Okay. Have you ever had to start from scratch in your life and what happened? Mm, I think when I changed the area I was working, it was during cl- during the oh my god, I forgot the name when I was
Pandemic?
studying. Um, when I was studying business administration, I changed it from um, the area I was working, and I started to work with finances, and it was really different for me. Have to deal with numbers and people asking about the payments, but it was a good experience for me, and I could learn a lot. But in the beginning was difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine how difficult it was, or how difficult it is to change like the field that you were working in and going to another different area. I'm pretty sure that it was tricky at the beginning, but you did it. So congratulations! Thank you so much for sharing. Welcome, Lucas. We are in the question number one. Sorry, but it's gonna be now Ebenezer turns. So, what do you think about, or if you had experience to beginning from scratch sometimes? Sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remembered when I had to start my first job. So I had to move to a different country. In my case, it was really challenging because it's like I was living at home with everything. So when I moved, it just I really had to start from the scratch. It's like I remember when I was living in my apartment, I didn't have furnitures, and so I had to buy new furnitures. I didn't have a washing machine, for example. It's really necessary. So for me, it was like living start living in for first time by myself. So it was really challenging, but I, in the case that I had to just to make friends and everything that comes when you start in a different place. But
Mhm.
I really remember that part of my life with gratitude in this case.
Thank you so much for sharing, Ebenezer, and I can feel you completely. I know how it feels to starting from scratch in another country. It can be at the beginning, so we can like feel nervous or anxious about that experience. However, we if you have to like do that change in your life, you just have to face it. Thank you so much, Ebenezer. Now, Hubia, what about you? Have you ever had experience to start from scratch in your life?
Yes, I had. experience by it starts from scratch when I I chose to stop working as a lawyer. I I really wanted to work uh, from home, and it was not easy to work from home as a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And my personality is it was not good for the office law office, and I chose to work in another area. And after my last experience, professional experience as a in the support of a company, I started to study my the college I am studying now,
Mm-hmm.
the course in technology,
Mm-hmm.
and I chose to study more about data analysis, and all of that was really hard because I'm not good in logical things, in math.
Mm-hmm.
I was good in things like history, uh, in human science. I don't know, not in logical things.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think I am better than, I don't know, a year ago. And I am always learn something new and excited about the my studies, my career. I think we are always have you always have chances to start from zero.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much. That was pretty interesting. The that changement that you did in your career from being a lawyer and now in working in data analysis, if I am not mistaken. So yeah, congratulations as well, Juvia, and thank you so much for sharing. Now it's your turn, Lucas. Have you ever had experience to start from scratch in your life, and what happened?
Hello, guys. Yes, when I finished my degree and I needed to work, it was hard moments because every place that was looking for an opportunity, asking for experience, and it is really hard when you finish your degree because every place asks for experience in the job, and I really liked to work at a hospital. I had the, this desire to work at a hospital, but I didn't have experience in that place, and I got an opportunity to start in a hospital, and
Mm-hmm.
it was really hard because it was so different if I compare in the other place that I was working,
Mm-hmm.
and every every day was a challenge, and I needed to keep focus in my goal. And now I think it's I'm working there for about 5 years, 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you so much for sharing, Lucas, and congratulations as well. I'm pretty sure that everybody here has faced that experience or that feeling, and it can feel like stressing at the beginning, and as well, don't knowing what is going to happen with that decision. It can be at the beginning kind of difficult, and we can feel as well fear about that. Thank you so much. Well, in my case. It's a similar case as Ebenezer said. I believe that the time that I had to move to Brazil with my wife, it was an experience that we had to start completely from scratch. Even though I have my family or part of my family living here in Brazil, my brother and my sister-in-law, it was not the same. We didn't have friends. We left everything over there, even more my wife, because she was already working in Bolivia and she had to leave her job. So I believe that was an experience that we faced, but nowadays we are pretty great here in Brazil, in Curitiba. As a matter of fact, we have to move to another country here in Brazil as well, from one state to another. And another one that I would like to share is the last one that I recently did. I started studying Italian from scratch, and it's been like a really curious experience because I am recording the videos, and it's been really it's demanding a lot of work because I have to work, I have to study, I have to work, and I have to edit those videos, and it's not that easy as I thought at the beginning. So hopefully I'm gonna finish those videos this week, and that's it. So let's move on to the next question. I'm gonna ask to Jubia, could you please read the second one and answer it?
Yes. What is the biggest challenge when beginning something new? Mm, I think the biggest challenge is when when you want to start something new and no one give you support to start what you want to start, and I don't know, it's not easy. You have to think how you you will do this from zero, and you have to organize your life to start what you want to start. But when you start, I think you will see what is the priority on your life, and maybe you feel that it was something you needed to do to be more happy, more stable in the future. I think uh, the the hardest part is start something new, and you when you don't have um, this support.
Mhm. Something that I would like to point out about what you just said is about organizing. I believe that reorganize everything when you are restarting something new, it's pretty difficult at the beginning because you already had a routine or you were like in your quote unquote comfort zone, and you have to move everything and start over again. So yeah, I believe that it's chaotic sometimes. Thank you so much, Julia,
Yeah.
for sharing. Lucas, what about you? What do you think about it? Question number two.
I think the biggest challenge is to deal with uncertainty because it is uh, a change in your life, and sometimes you don't know if you have success with this or not, or if it is a correct decision or not. So I think it's a big challenge. I think yes, actually the big challenge is to keep believing in yourself
Hmm.
in this moment. I think it's
Hmm.
the hard thing.
Yeah, and something that you said about the uncertainty, that don't be sure. Obviously, nobody knows what's going to happen in the future, but sometimes we overthink about it, and the more that we overthink, the worse it become. So yeah, I believe it's a bad feeling. However, when we face it and everything goes well, I believe the sensation or the feeling of success is even more intense, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Lucas. And Fair, what do you think about it?
For me, the biggest challenge is being a beginner because you have difficulty to understand a lot of things, also a lot of doubts, and sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm not capable of it, I will not make it, and you want to give up. So for me, the most difficult thing is this, like being a beginner and understand that you will not understand everything in the beginning, but it will be better after a couple of weeks, after some months. But in the beginning is difficult.
I couldn't agree more with you. I believe, I believe that the more we get prepared in other fields like master degrees or a bachelor degree, I believe the most difficult we let ourselves to be beginners. I believe that is. I'm not sure if it's like a phenomenon, but it's something that it's difficult to accept as adults. And I believe is the most significant part that makes people like sometimes give up on things like learning new languages. So yeah, it's a good point. Thanks so much, Fer, for sharing. Ebenezer, what do you think about it?
Yeah, well, for me, the biggest challenge is keep motivated. Because it happens when you start a new business. For example, you are really anxious, or maybe you are opening a store or something like that, and you start to have a lot of power, I can say. It's like a marathon. When you start a marathon, you don't step on the accelerator and and go and start the marathon just like running faster. It's like you need to take care your pace. So keep motivated. Maybe in the beginning you are more motivated, and you try to do it the best form that you have. But with the first problem maybe, or some issues that can happen, maybe your motivation can goes down. So for me, the biggest challenge is keep your motivation. Try to take care of your pace. Make a rhythm, or try to make the like how can I say, um make some habits. Like making habits can make you not go maybe faster but longer.
Uh, okay, now. Thank you so much again for sharing, Ebenezer. Thank you, everybody, for has shared your insights, your acknowledge. I believe that everybody answered the question. Let's move on to the next question. I'm gonna read this for us, and I'm gonna answer it as well. Okay. So let me see here. How do you stay motivated when progress feels slow? Ebenezer already said, already told us something about it. That is the most difficult part from his view. In my case, how you stay motivated? I believe that it's pretty difficult to stay motivated all of the time. I believe this most the most important thing is staying consistent, more than motivated. However, you need motivation in order to create that habit, that consistency. But something that helps me a lot, it's like thinking about all of the road, or all of the things that I already done, or all of the accomplishment. It can be small ones or medium ones or even big ones. So when I think about those things, I believe that I get motivated because I can do that kind of comparison. Another thing that I normally do is thinking about what I am aiming with that study, or what that thing that I am learning now. For example, if I want to learn English, or if I want to hone my English as a whole, thinking about my goals with English. For example, I would like to move to another country, perhaps to another continent. So I really dream about it. So I think, okay, if I don't do it, obviously it's not gonna happen. So that's the way that I motivate myself. And now I would like to know from you guys, Lucas, what do you normally get motivated, or how do you stay motivated when progress feels slow?
As I said about it, we need to believe in ourselves. I try to keep believing in myself, and I try to understand and be patient about the process, because some process is not easy. So you need to keep patient, and I think it's important to keep focused, because sometimes you start something and you lost your focus, and it is become harder. And yes, I think that's it. And you need to understand that the failure is normal. So if you down, you can up again. So you need to keep focus and do everything you can.
That's it. Do everything you can every single day. It doesn't matter if just 30 minutes, 1 hour. If you do it constantly, it's enough sometimes. So thanks so much, Lucas, for sharing. Let's see here. Ebenezer, what do you think about it?
For me, it's like small improvements. I focus on the small improvements. I know that is getting a new skill is maybe could be difficult, but if you are just adding some knowledge to your to your mind, so learning a little piece or something new every day can give some get more experience and feel feel happy about those improvements. Uh, for example, I remember about something really funny in my case. Funny when I have to drive long distances, and for me a motivation, it's really funny for me because it motivates me when I see my fuel goes down. It's like when I see my fuel is started to get empty, I think that I am closer to my destination. Besides that, I had to feel sad because I'm getting my fuel empty. But in my case now, it's like this is showing me that I am really close to my destination. So I start to feel happy because I am advancing in my trip.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Thinking about how long you have got, who you have gotten, it's a good strategy to stay motivated. And another thing that I would like to add is celebrating your victories, even though it's something small, something medium. It's important to celebrate your milestones. Thanks so much, Ebenezer. Fer, what do you think about it?
Is there three, right? Okay. Well, normally I try to think in the of the reasons I started learning. Oh, okay. I'm not motivated now, but why I started learning this, and also I try to take a rest, also relax a little bit. And others said that it's okay. Sometimes feel not motivated, and the next day I start again. But some days I relax a little bit just to think about my process, what I need to improve or not, and that's it. But sometimes it's difficult to come back and be motivated again.
Thank you so much, Fer. And yeah, it's important to relax. It's sometimes to forget about all of that get us stressed, and it's important. Thank you so much for sharing. And to finish this question, Hubia, go ahead, please. It's your turn.
I think it's not normal to me when my progress is slow. Um, I always I always had the habit of compare my progress with other people, and I always felt slow. But today I am okay with my time that I do my things, and I think the what helps me is as accept that sometimes it's I am slow, and it's okay because it's my time and I have to respect it.
Thank you so much, Julia, for sharing. And I agree that it's difficult to not being comparing ourselves with others nowadays, more with social media. And there is a quotation that I love to say in those kind of moments, that don't compare your day one with another's day 100, for example. And everybody has its own rhythm, and the journey of everybody is always different. So that's it. Thank you so much, Julio, for sharing. And let's move on to the question number 4. I'm gonna ask to Ebenezer. Could you please read the next question and answer it?
Yeah, it says, would you move to another country and start over? Why or why not? Yes, I could move to another country, and I think because in my case, for it make me learn a lot about personal growth, even even though professional growth too. Uh, for me, it was very challenging, but I think this is very valuable. It's like it make my it gives you a life experience for everything. I think learning about different places, you can get a lot of a lot of knowledge about learning about different people, and for me it was very valuable moving to or living in another country.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Thanks so much, Ebenezer. It's a unique experience as well from my view. So I believe it opens your mind, and it makes you, I'm not sure if it's stronger, but it makes you like you have to be more flexible about everything. You have to be able to adapt yourself to new things. And yeah, it's an very interesting experience. So thanks so much, Ebenezer. And now it's Lucas. What about you? Would you wish to move to another country? Why or why not?
I think it's a difficult decision. Fernanda and I we have talked about it, and it is really hard because everything changed in your life, and we are used to a routine here, and a simple example. In the last month, we had our I don't know how to say internship. I don't remember the name in English, but we keep in the Argentine, and I had a difficult because I like to drink coffee like every day, and it is so different because in Brazil it's common to drink coffee every day. I don't know, and there it's not so common, and I have difficulty with this. And there are a lot of things that I don't know. It's really hard because I like I like my routine, and I don't know if I am able to change everything to live in another country.
I can feel you as well. That feeling of being like in your routine, having your things, your work, everything already quote unquote done or under control, and changes for the uncertainty. It's something pretty difficult. Yeah, and it's tricky as well. Thank you so much, Lucas, for sharing your experience. Now it's Jubia's time. Jubia, what about you?
Um, yes, I I I will move to another country and start over because I like change to change things in my life. Sometimes I I don't see myself doing the same thing for like 20 years. I like to start something new sometimes. And I would like to have the experience by living another culture. And I think I could try because it's something that I want to do one day. And if I do, I I would go to a country that I am very interested, like China. And I like the culture, the food, um, how um, things works. I don't know if I will um, be happy or if I will be okay with all the changes. But I want to try one day.
Thanks so much for sharing. And I believe that China has a pretty different culture than we have here in South America. However, you already know a lot of them, and because I believe that you love its culture, so perhaps it's not gonna be that difficult for you. Thank you so much for sharing, Jubia. And now it's Fernanda's time. What do you think about it, Fer?
Um, I think I would not move to another country because I think it's really difficult. Get used to the changes, the routine. Um, I don't know if I would change my mind in the future, but I think it's difficult being a foreigner. No, but I understand the people that change because think it's the other country will be better, but better opportunities. I understand, but as Brazil is not in war now or something like that, I don't want to change to another country.
Thank you so much for sharing, Fer. And yeah, I believe that another bad feeling that like it's normal for foreigners or foreigners is that not feeling that you belong anywhere. It's like you are floating like there, and people is in their own lives, and you don't belong uh, anywhere. So it's difficult. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. And I would like to know from you, Ebenezer. You already moved to two countries, so would you like to try another one?
I was thinking about that, and I can realize that I didn't have the opportunity to live in my own country. It's like I had to learn how to live in different countries, and I think I don't have any problem to move to another country. For me, it's like yeah, it's been like normal. I'm very curious when I have to know about a different culture or know about I don't know the food. For example, I think food it's a good thing to know about somewhere. So for me, I don't have any problem. I think I consider myself an adaptive person.
Thank you so much for sharing, Ebenezer. And well, in my case, I believe that yeah, as I already mentioned, we would like to try to move to another, if it's possible, to another continent. I really would like to use my English skills in order to perhaps get a better job or a better salary someday. And yeah, I believe that it's a dream that I have, and I really would like to achieve. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen because it's not that easy to say, okay, tomorrow or next month I will be moving to Australia or whatever. No, it's a process that has to happen. So, but if the opportunity appears, I believe I'm gonna take it. We are gonna take it, me and my wife. So yeah, even though it's not that easy, and we already have that kind of experience. I believe it's gonna be tough at the beginning again, but I would like to try it. So let's move on to the next question. I'm gonna ask to Fer. Would you like to read the question number 5, please, and answer it?
Yes. What skills are important when rebuilding your life or career? Well, I think it's important to have discipline because you are changing a lot. Also, if you are changing the career, you need to have technical knowledge about the career you are going to. Um, also, have courage. I think this.
Yeah, being having courage is important. Is mandatory from my view, and organized as well. And as you said, I believe that you said consistent, or if I am not mistaken.
Yes,
Uh,
discipline. Yes.
yeah, this is discipline. See, it's similar. Thank you so much, Fer, for sharing. And Now, Jubia, what do you think about it?
I agree with you. I think you have to be brave. If you want to change your career, you have to I don't know. It's okay if you feel fear. I I think you have to be comprehensive with your feels because it's not gonna be easy, and I think it is it. Be brave and comprehensive with your feelings.
Yeah, it's important to even though we are not like brave, I believe that in those kind of situation, life makes us or teach us how to be brave. So it's important. Another thing is as well accept that it's gonna be hard because if you don't think about if you just think that it's gonna be easy, I believe it's even harder because when it gets difficult, you cannot handle it and your mind was not prepared for that. Thank you so much, Julio, for sharing. Lucas, what's your opinion about this question?
I think it's important to have emotional intelligence because it is a big change. Actually, not a big change, but you are rebuilding your life and your career. So I think it's important to understand the moment that you are facing and discipline, as you said, guys. And I think it's important to learn how to live this process because, as we said, about to keep motivated and to understand the process is hard, and sometimes you can feel uh, disappointed about something or sad. You need to understand that it's normal, and you need to face the problems and keeping in your goal, focus on your goal and what you want to your life.
That was excellent. Thank you so much, Lucas, for sharing your insights. Ebenezer, what about you? What do you think about the skills that are mandatory or needed in these cases?
In my case, I can mention that adaptability, emotional intelligence, and persistence are very important to start over maybe something in life or a career because when you move to a different place, work, or everything, or country maybe, uh, how much you are you willing to accept changes because maybe you move outside from your comfort zone, so you're gonna face different situations where which you have to deal with them. In some cases, they were way different that you are used to although maybe the way you are used to do it's different in the place you are performing now. So very being adaptability adapted person, I think it could be can play a primordial role, and emotional intelligence too because I don't know the situation that you could be facing, but for example, if you are in different country, maybe you don't have as your supportive circle, or maybe you are longer from your family, and in some cases you need to build your own circle or make new friends. That could be a little bit difficult in some cases. It depends on the country where you are. It depends on where in the place you are working on. So another one is patient. Be patient. I think it's important, and persistence.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. Adaptability is one of the most important things when you move or when you start from scratch in any kind of context. So thank you so much thank you so much Ebenezer for sharing. I believe that Fernanda didn't answer this question, so Fer, it's your turn.
Mm, okay, as which question? I'm not sorry. Which question? Sorry.
Let me see. Is the question number 5? What
Five.
skills are
Okay.
important? Go ahead.
I think I answered five. Yes.
Yeah.
Now
Does
it's
it,
6.
Is the
okay.
six?
No.
I answered the five.
Okay. I thought that you didn't answer this one. Does everybody? Did everybody answer the question number 5?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. It was my mistake. So let's move to the next question. I'm gonna ask to Lucas. You can pick up any question you want from 6 to 15. It's your choice.
Okay. Let me see. Um, do you think a failure is necessary for growth? Explain your opinion. Yes, I think it's important for our growth, but at the same time, it is hard to face this. But I think this is the part that is important, because when you have a problem in your life and you can face this problem, you become more strong. And I think it's really good for our growth. So that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Lucas, for sharing. Let me see here. Jubia, what do you think about it? Do you think that failure is important or it's mandatory when in order to growth? What do you think about it?
I think it's important to fail, but it's important how uh, um, when you fail, you know that it's part of the process, and and sometimes maybe it's a signal that you can continue it if it means something important to you, or you can stop and start something new.
Mhm. Thanks so much, Jubia. And yeah, it's necessary. From my opinion, it's necessary. Failure, it's something that we cannot escape. Unfortunately, when we start something, obviously we are gonna fail so many times. So we need to learn how to handle it, how to, yeah, contrast it. I believe that emotional intelligence is important in that part as well. Thank you so much, Jubia. And now it's Fernanda's time. What do you think about
Okay.
it?
Um, I think it's necessary difficulties for growth because it's when you have difficulties, you try to find solutions and learn in this process. So I don't know if you really need to. Oh, I lost everything to learn, but some difficulties it's important for your growth. You're important.
Yeah, thank you so much because as well we learn how to overcome them. So and when we overcome them, like even though they are small, the first one will be small, but then we will be overcoming mediums or bigger ones. So it's important to understand that it's gonna be a process. So thank you so much, Fer. Now it's Vinicius time. What do you think about it? About failure? If it's important to growth?
Yeah, I am completely agree with you guys, and I think the more important is not the failure, is what you do with that failure. Because when you fail, make you have two options, and one of the options is you can recalculate what the route you have traced, and it give you a lot of growth. Uh, and I think it's not because everybody gonna fail, so it's a fact. It's more about what can I learn about this fail, and you have to say that when we have a fail, we have to we need to have that motivation to overcome them, and start to recalculate everything, and make the fail don't doesn't occur anymore, or
Mm-hmm.
at least try to minimize them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Ebenezer, and thank you so much, guys, for have shared your experience, your knowledge, your insights. I always learn a lot from you, and in my opinion, it's important as well. Even though we try it, it's a fact. It's gonna happen. We are gonna fail. The important part is what we learn from it, as you said. Another thing that Jubia said as well is that it shows that you are at least trying. So if you fail, it's because you tried. And remember that if you are failing is because you want it for you, and someday you are gonna overcome it. It's the important part of it, how we take it and what can we learn from it. And that's it for today's guys. I'm not sure if we have enough time for another question. However, I believe we can leverage this time to share our how this session was for us. Perhaps if we learn something new, if we use a new expression, a new verb. I would like to know from you and your experience on this session. So I want to start with you. Let me see here, Lucas. If you could share something with us.
It was a really good topic, and I didn't know the expression start from the scratch. So it is the first thing that I thought, oh my god, what is this? And it's really good. And fresh start is it's a good expression that
Mhm.
try to use. And that's it. Thank you for the topic.
Thank you as well, Lucas. And I know that starting from scratch is kind of confusing at the beginning. For me, it was the same. Some like years ago, the first time that I heard this expression. What about you, Juvia? How was it for you? And if you learned something new this evening?
It's the first time that I I read about starting from scratch expression, and I learned a lot with you guys. It's always good to listen, to talk with you, and I I learned a lot. The
Mhm.
expressions, the vocabulary, and it was good to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for being here as every single Monday, Juvia. And I hopefully this kind of session is helping you, all of you guys. I am doing my best. So thank you guys. And Fer, what about you? What do you if you learned something new today, and how was this session for you?
Um, I learned the expression, not learned, but I remembered the expression bounce back. I know this expression first from a song, but I didn't remember. Um, and also enjoyed the conversation, the topic. It was really nice. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Fer, for being here again. And to finish this part, and last but not the least, Ebenezer, tell us if you learned something new this evening.
Yeah, I do really enjoy this topic. I think that I have learned a lot about the different point of view of you guys. The word that I have learned or used in this session was step outside from the comfort zone. I do really like that word. So really glad of to share with you guys.
Thank you for being here as well, Ebenezer. And if you have suggestions about topics, just you can send me directly in my direct message. You can send me a direct message if you wish, because I am running out of ideas. There are some weeks that I don't know what topic I gonna write or I gonna find about our next conversation. So, but if you can help me, it's I gonna appreciate that. Thank you, guys, and I wish you a good night, a good rest of the week, and I hope to see you the next Monday. That's it for today. See you later. Ciao, ciao. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Ciao, ciao.